Welcome back to Project Zomboid. Look, man, Dominic has been in it, and the last time we were together, we essentially started building the library, finding out some interesting details about plaster, paint, and all the requirements associated with it. And I am going to take a viewer's advice. We are going to take a moment and jump in the vehicle, drive all the way up to Echo Creek here to this farm shop. I said farm shop. Not it. It is a farm shop. I'm sorry. It's not actually a hardware store. It's a gardening store. That's what I want to call it. And in the gardening store, we're hoping we can find a mason's trowel there. We've already hit and pretty much cleaned out the gardening store that's here. So that is the plan to get started. Once we get that mason's trowel, then we can actually plaster our walls. And after we've done the plastering process, then we can paint and essentially be completing the library. So we're going back to the beginning where it all started for this save. So yeah, with that in mind, you know, we've always have to recognize where we are and how things are going. Let's just take the standard inventory where we're starting for the night. 4,528 kills. It is day 13 of month 6 survived, and things are looking good. Dominic is living the dream. When I came off stream, there are about 5 hours in game plus sleeping that you miss, which is just me washing myself, feeding him, and then doing some exercises. So he might be a little sore by the time we get up there, but it's not a big deal. We shouldn't have to fight anybody. So let's see how it goes. Oh, another thing, I am no longer going to accept stale food inside of our refrigerator. At this point, anytime we see something stale, now that they fixed the foraging to be a little more rewarding for having a higher skill level, anything stale is no longer acceptable. Go into compost because we want to be managing our farm. As usual, you can see our sunflower seeds start to grow in their wonderful, beautiful way. The leeks will take much longer, so it is what it is. PRMR, hello, how are you? Didn't miss anything. I was just doing the intro done. We're gonna get started. Let's grab the water and maybe make a couple of sandwiches to take with us and go from there. Inventory food management, yes indeed. We are gonna get bougie with our food, man, which we should. I mean, the man is a max cook and a max forager, so there's no reason for us not to eat well, and always think about the best return on investment. That said, let's make a sandwich. We'll make 2 sandwiches because we are going to be on the road for a little bit. So let's do cabbage. Be a hearty sandwich. So cabbage, avocado with lettuce, and I have some mushrooms. There we go. What are you gonna find on this trip? We're specifically looking for the mason's trowel. Pickles as usual. This one we will add, we'll start with the mushroom. Did that already turn stale on me? I pulled it out for a second. Funny. Anyway, cabbage again. We'll throw grape leaves on this one. And what else? We'll go with the dandelions. There you go. So just some uniqueness between the 2 sandwiches that we're taking. And now we add our oil as usual. We have plenty of oil to go around, so there's no reason to be stingy with it. And we have lots of sunflower seeds on the way, so we can always make more. Sandwiches ready to go for our journey. And what will we eat as we are sitting here? Let's grab a bowl. Like the idea of, oh wait, potato, onion, cabbage. I don't know what else should go in this. What, spinach? I forgot we got the spinach. You know what? That head of spinach is not great. I didn't realize that. Or did I just use a lot of it already? Probably used a lot of it already. The leek. How we doing? That's it. Throw the poppy seed on there. Well, color. And add our standard oil. maybe a bit of pepper just to spice things up, literally. And that is breakfast. All right, we're good. Let's get on the way. So Mason Stroud is first. Once we get the Mason Stroud, which I'm hoping it's a quick grab, we'll end up going back into town. We saw that storage container that had the industrial level, like, kitchen stuff that I want to grab. So I'm hoping that will be an easy win for us. As far as the trunk is concerned, I probably need to empty some of this out before I do that. So, let's get going. Ooh, you haven't mentioned anything about sound. How's sound? Maybe bring it up a little bit. Are you going to keep your eyes peeled for a new van? We'll keep our eyes peeled for another vehicle. That's a good point. Because we are kind of busting up the engine for this thing. Yeah. Oh, there's the pain kicking in. It's not too bad though. Notice that standard tricks if you want to get your character to sleep, work out, get fit, burn whatever energy you got going, which is nice. Oh, I forgot about these vehicles. Goodness. You know what? I just thought about something. There should be a group of zombies on this road as well. How does this look? I'm not gonna be able to run too well, but I can fight just fine. I don't want to have to sacrifice the van along the way, so let's make that a non-issue. What do you think? Perfect. I need you to die just like that. Any zombies that pop out just fall over after one shot. Next. No. No. There you go. Ma'am. No, you're taking more shots than anybody else did just now. Hello. You got leather on, but I'm not in the market for leather. Actually, that's not true. Should always be in the market for leather, so okay, fair enough. Nothing. Ooh, I should probably start getting more digital watches again. It's been a while since I started collecting digital watches, but that's still electronic material that will be feeding our generator, so yeah. Still not warm enough in game. Good point. It is May 20th in game, which, you know, it's 60 degrees at 9:50, almost 10 o'clock. That doesn't mean it won't get warmer. So where I am in the world right now, I woke up to about 68 degrees and we got as high as 90 today. So you never know, it can get nice and warm. As we get closer to that warmer weather, I'll probably just take off the long johns that he's currently wearing, so that way, you know, we can keep the same gear but less installation. So just so you're aware, taking a look, this is our temperature setup, and then you just take a look at insulation. Pretty much my legs are super insulated. Actually, my core looks great, so yeah. Hello. You have a watch on. Is it digital? Nope. Classic. Ooh, sorry, buddy. You got a whole mask on too. Hey, you really tried. I mean, oh yeah, you got all. You're a survivor, a straight survivor. We know the belt is leather, so cheers. Ooh, look how much stuff you have in your bag. Are there any zombies around? Let's take a look. What do you got? What do you got? Fishing, reloading, level 5. I'm gonna take it. Anything else here? Unfortunately enough, no. I don't know if I need the napping level 3, but we'll grab it. Pottery level 2, we'll grab it. Aiming volume 2, we'll grab it. Not the shotgun. Everything else will leave. You know what? Maybe not. I just thought of something. We are putting together a library. It's on brand to grab them, right? I'm gonna take your annotated map too. Having ideas. Having ideas. Yeah, see? Thought the same thing as you saw it. Throw the map in the bag. Grab Z books. And, oh, excuse me. Books. Put them in the truck as well. And we're good. See? I have a bunch of clay on me for some reason. Throw those in the back. Just imagine him digging into his bag and just tossing it in the back. Almost done, and then we kill these zombies. You know what? Hang on. Let me take these thing fellas. There you go. Now I know some of you are thinking, hey, B, you haven't played with those ragdoll effects just yet, which is true, but I can't afford to lose my vehicle at the moment, so I'm not gonna be sitting here running down zombies with a car until I feel real confident that we have another vehicle, or I can repair the one we have. Regular glasses? Where's your shirt? You do have a shirt on. It's just destroyed. Yeah. All right. Is it time? Let's go start with the chips. Thinking about it, our our weight management is okay. I've been sitting at 77 kilos for a while, and I'm all right with that. I really am. Okay. Would need to repair the current car mechanics level 2, I think, so that way I can do repairs on the hood or replace it. It is, truth be told, very easy to replace it once you have the level for it. So 77 kilos normal weight, right? Yep, it is. Good to go. I'll leave the one. So we make the turn here. Drive through this wonderful foliage. Oh no! I forgot. There is a whole vehicle set that's in the way here. So why are y'all down here? Is it just the migration that did that? Nah, this ain't the group to be like, we're gonna kick out the music. They ain't got it. Although, if any of them have a Mason's trial, I'll take it here and call it a day. You have a broken... No. I wouldn't really want to use the scrap metal swords and things. That is a leather jacket. Crawling everything, yep. Mount. All right, we are on the way. Now, credit where credit is due. Oh, look at all the critters. That is a ton of them. I'm trying not to run them over. I really am. Can you move? Don't run in the same direction. Just go into the forest. Be smarter. There you go. There you go. I can get around this. Sweet. Okay. We did it. There's something you might need to take for tailoring skill. No, tailoring skill is good to go now. I mean, other than finding the book, we have everything that we need. keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Zoom out. I don't know where all of you zombies came from. Like, I know I've driven through here a handful of times, but you would think y'all would have, like, moved about since then. It's been many streams since I've driven down here. You said with the books, what do I be able to make them? So under the tailoring skill, I mean, you can make a full outfit, you know, if you had the right materials, right? So we won't be doing fur, so that means we'll have to get layers, but I can make my own shirt, make my own long johns. Obviously the paddings from the sheets themselves. You can make a tarp hat. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. You can make your own shoes if you need to, standard sandals, leather shoes, so wrapped shoes, hello. So yeah, if you get to a point where the world is bare and whatnot, you can still fashion together an entire outfit if need be. Is that air sound in the game? Yes. It has nothing to do with anything else. That is just the wind. We good? We're good. All right, so we should be coming up on the intersection here in a second. I don't really have a secondary option though if we don't get the trowel here. Mainly because, well, maybe we do. Hang on, let's find out. Oops. All right, we're inside. Agriculture 1, steak, mason 3, burlap piece. There's a whole book there. We should take the book. Trying to be very aware of the item. I appreciate it. That won't grab the animal feed, mouse trap. We don't need a bucket now, so yeah. We already have a sprayer, wood saw, knee pads, mouse, fertilizer, rake, no, sack, no, brick. You know what? We always need bricks at this point, so take them. No. That might be an interesting find for later. Sand. And won't be grabbing nothing. Oh, no. And let's pop around back real quick. No. Lots of saws. Lots of fertilizer. Then, alright, no trials for us. We can take a look to see how anything here is. All of that should be dead, right? Yeah. What is this? Very interesting. Broccoli is dead. This cabbage is still alive. Tomatoes dead. Interesting. Hold on. Yeah, those cabbages are still alive. Interesting. All right, well, let's get out of here. This is the bus, but maybe we take a moment, we pick up the bonsai tree for decoration. We pick up, not the broken glass, the dragon tree for decoration, and maybe one more too. There you go. We already have a snake plant in the main room, so I won't do that. Then we stick them in the back. Okay, so since this is a bus and we know this is a no-go for the Mason's Trowel, what is another option that we can check while we're up here? My options are, I have no idea what's up this road. Go into town and hit the shophead area there. And I've never crossed the bridge. Interesting. So we might want to do some exploration. What do you think? Yeah. Hold up. Let me stick some things away just to have space to move if necessary. Good? Not good. There. Did I eat one of my sandwiches already? Nope. And it's raining. Do we have gas for the adventure? Kinda. I mean, we have enough to make it back. We won't stray too far away from Echo Creek here, so. Alright, so we crossed the bridge. And this is new territory for us because we never did this. That's a sheep. There's a whole sheep over there. I got, which means this is a full barn. Probably wouldn't find a Mason's Trowel inside a bar. There any like farmhouses or is it just a barn? I don't see like a big house. There's not a turn pretty soon here. We'll turn around. See a fence that looks like it might go with the house. What? There's a whole pig in the middle of the road. Like you don't care. Alright, so this is just straight farmland, which it's fair. Yeah, a lot of people don't live necessarily at their farm directly. There's a house here. Okay. Pull in and see what it looks like. Hello. Is that R-U-S-E or is that a... Can't tell. Good. Is that a spear in you? That's a screwdriver, unfortunately enough. And of course the leather strips are available to us. Alright, let's take a look at everybody. Spear, broken long stick. We'll grab the leather coat. And there's another leather jacket there, I'm sorry. There it is. What is that? Gardening trowel. Maybe I do find what I need here. Rat poison. No. Scythe dull. Don't care. Don't care. Flushing tool. We won't be using any of that. Hello. Take the watch. What is that? What do I think it is? Wheat. Yes. Nothing. Yes, there are always people watching us. Anybody in here? Check for animals? No animals. Alright. I have friends. Down you go. Not well as random wheat seeds, so not actual wheat. What is that? Bug. It is raining, so medical plants and bugs are what I expect to see. You know what? Smash. Remove broken glass. Good. Steak, wheat, long knife. Wonder if there's a scarecrow in game, but for other animals gardening, I don't believe it does. No, is that a fan? Funny. More wheat. Making flour today. Okay, let's go into the main house and see what we find. There's no garage attached. These were all gardening type sheds according to the game, so is this a looted building? This is a looted building, which is fair. Oh no. They left the cereal. They always leave the cereal. Why leave the processed stuff? It has the longest shelf life out of everything. We got on the floor. Nothing. Nothing of interest so far. Ready for a fight, by the way. So if it turns into craziness, we're ready to pop off. Go ahead and get water since we're here. I think fill water canteen. Okay, this was the bus. So this is a no. Let's get back to the van real quick. We'll drive back over to Echo Creek. So, well, mainland Echo Creek. As far as weight is concerned, we're still managing, so we're good there. Here we go. All right. Well, shoot, at least you checked the area. Now you know. I agree. I agree. Lots of farmland over here. Which, if I would have known that before, would I have come over here? No. I don't really have an interest personally in playing with the animals in game, but I know a lot of other people do, so now you know. If you ever spawn in Echo Creek, come over here and collect your animals, build your farm. Actually, that might be a good base location, honestly. Like, if you wanted to stay near Echo Creek, if this was like your play style, you could do that. We'll turn back through here. I don't know why the music decided to like turn up on me, but it should calm down in a second. Another shed, which still a good idea to check sheds. And of course, everything here is looted. Another set of leather gloves. We'll take them. Is that strawberry seeds? No way. I'll take the corn seeds though. I don't know what that is. What was that? No clipboard to worry about. Flax. Interesting. Won't be taking any more bags. Wheat seeds we will pick up. That was it? That was it. Okay. Boring. Romankin, what's going on, dude? I appreciate the follow. How are you doing this wonderful evening? Well, evening for me. I don't know what type of day it is for you. You know, Nick Sandwich. Oh, there is a house. There is a house and a garage. All right, let's take a look at what that's gonna be like. Leave the car on. Leave the car on. Leave the car. Roman King, I don't know how long you've been hanging out, but we are currently searching for a Mason's Trowel. So we are living out of Irvington, but we had to come back to Echo Creek. We originally cleared this area, and I am now trying to find a Mason's Trowel. Twine, screwdriver, blah, 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 blah. All right, we take the risk and go inside? Mostly because we haven't done this. Light. Let's go. What's up? Not bad. Has a fireplace too. Nothing. Crackers. No, 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 and no. All right, let's go. Oh, this is my actual alt. Wolf. Oh, what's going on? Well, I appreciate the follow once again. Oh, cheers. It's been a minute. I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, you guys about to start broing out in chat. I had to go to Discord because I was like, name seems familiar. Yeah, man. We're vibing. Hope all is well in life. To the point where you're on an alt character. I'm just gonna say it that way. Well, that MMO statement that I'm gonna make, I'm gonna pull back real quick. Go up front. I hope this brings us back to where I'm thinking it is. I'm not turning through there. I don't want to get lost. Speaking of that, I really don't want to get lost. I only have so much gas. So there's a certain point where I need to turn around. Do I have another gas can for backup in here? I usually do. No. Hello, do you guys have a mason trowel? I'd love one. I'm willing to fight for it. Good, good. Okay. Ooh, you guys got lots of stuff. Metal pipe. What's on the floor? What's on the floor? Water canteen, hammer. Come on. Nothing. Nothing. Oh, Mason Straw. We got it. Mission complete. Oh, Jesus. No! Oh, move! 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 Oh my god. Oh my god. It's a scratch. It's a scratch. We're not dead. We're not dead. It's not over. This season isn't over. It's just the left arm. It's not the right. I can still swing. Oh, you jerk. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh god. Disinfect it real quick. I could take a moment to like do the things and bandage left forearm. Goodness gracious. Okay, I'm gonna say layers saved us on that one. Ain't gonna lie, we should be dead. I'm just gonna say it. I got some serious luck. I got some serious luck. Oh, the game trying to remind me this is Project Zomboid. I can take it from you anytime. I didn't even get the trowel at all. Oh god. All right. Yeah. It's time to go home. I'm good. I ain't. Y'all could have it. Just enjoy the area. Ooh, there are more houses up here than I thought. I didn't realize. Yeah, I'm just gonna turn all the way around. Nope. We're not doing this right now. Oh my god, heart attack. I'm just now seeing Chad. Yeah, I was in that spot too. You should see me over here freaking out. All of this so that we can plaster some walls and paint. It almost came to an end. It almost came to an end. Oh no, this isn't the right turn. Crap, turn too early. Now y'all talking about places and where y'all meeting up, whatnot, have fun, dude. Did I freak out too much, by the way? Did I blow anybody's ears? Like, I know I had a moment just now, so I apologize. Oh, you're freaking out. What happened? I mean, you know, yeah. Only you can see how I react. Word. Truth be told, if we would have died just then, I would tell you, I think that is just under Raymond's time. If I remember correctly, we said Raymond didn't actually make this. Well, it's because of how the game, you know, factors it. But we would have been off by like a few hours. I think we're just about to break Raymond's record, so I need to double check that. Oh man. Alright. Home we go. You guys think tunes for the drive? Oh, my car stopped. That's not gonna work. My car stopped. Can I can't move. How's that? Twitch. Yes, now we see. Oh, you gotta have ridiculousness happen on stream. You should see my face right now. If I could blush, I would be blushing. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. One, we're not dead. Two, it's successful. Three, you know, you learn something new every day. Oh no, I mean, we already discussed it's my left arm, so. Hey. Ooh. Come on, man. Are you dead? I hope you're dead. I can only imagine facial expression how forehead is getting confused. Type of man who's living forehead. Yes, I'm very, you know, lots of expressions. You can't hear it in my voice. You're definitely gonna see it in my face. So, move animals. Turn again, and we're good. We're good. Okay, let's get home because I deserve this win, y'all. The first thing we're gonna do is test that this Mason's trowel actually does what it's supposed to do. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be very upset. Which also means that don't use Mason's trowels for anything but plastering, because that's like a super limitation here. You can use wood trowels for everything else that mason trowel does, like laying bricks. All right, we're good. We're clear. Yes, indeed, deserve the win. Word. Oh man. I don't know. I legitimately might I might have deleted Project Zomboid if I died right then. I would have had a moment and been like another player for a while. We should be almost home, so 10:30, got rain, everything is good. Our sunflowers should be very happy after this. Would I stop streaming for the night? No, I probably would switch games, but that would have messed with my mental. Definitely messed with my mental. I'm over here trying to be creative, and then I die with ridiculousness. And I wasn't out to kill zombies, you know. We just needed to explore, which, I mean, in fairness, you can't really play Project Zomboid without killing zombies. You know, that's true, right? That's not true. Back up. Without encountering zombies. That's a better statement. But still, it didn't have to go that way. I'm not doing this right now. Let's see. I have the mason trowel with me. I'm gonna grab the bucket. Goodness. And where's the bucket? I've got stuff here for no reason. These things need to come out. Let's do what? Nothing. I came in here for the bucket. I don't see the bucket. So where? Yeah, okay. Well, then it's probably upstairs. That's the bucket of paint. Where is Mason's bucket? I know I have it somewhere. Where did I put it? I just checked the garage. That's where I was at. Oh, there it is. I see it. Okay. It's right in front of me. Bucket of plaster. All right. Take my skill books away real quick. There we go. And then the question is, Mason's trowel goes in hand. Can I not? Not enough soil to plant here. Why are you thinking outside? Do I need to unequip this? No. No way. Remove curtains. Okay, so I am clicking. I cannot plaster these walls. That's wild. We did all that. You cannot plaster these walls. Okay, so how do you deal with this is the question, because now I don't know. We got the mason's trowel intentionally so that way we could plaster the walls, and after doing so we can get rid of this ridiculous wallpaper, but I don't think you can do that. Well, now we know we can't do that, so now I don't know how to get rid of wallpaper in game. That's the problem. My goodness, that almost cost us our life to find out that we can't even do the project we wanted to do. Okay, so what are my options? I don't know. No, you can't paint over the wallpaper. We figured that out last time. So you can't paint over it. You can't. You know what? Hang on. I just thought of something. I need to test theory. It's a ridiculous theory, but it might be the problem. I can't see anything out here right now. Okay, well, we'll do it in the morning. Let's get food. When we search on it, no. I have this theory that if I break down a wall and then rebuild it with wood and then plaster the wood over, I would be able to do it. That's my theory. Yeah, I have a sledgehammer already, so I technically could. I'm not going to do the whole room upstairs, but I just want to validate the process of plastering. So we'll do it outside. We'll use a few nails that we have and whatnot as carpentry experience anyway, but super annoying. Super annoying. You know what? I've never eaten instant popcorn in game. Every time I've ever cooked it, I've overcooked it and burnt it. So I'm going to sit here and wait for this popcorn to pop and eat this popcorn tonight. Get it before it burns. Look at that, it almost burned anyway. So, eat some popcorn. Nah. Big oof, yeah. Indeed. Well, it's just because like cooking popcorn in an oven, I could see that burning quickly, right? Versus throwing it inside the microwave. There are microwaves in game, obviously. I just never use them, so. Okay, let's get started with the test. We're going to first clean off all of this blood. You know what? I'm gonna replace this bandage too. Hello. Yeah, grab the poultice real quick. Where is my other bandage? I thought I had other bandages with me. Did I put everything upstairs? Yeah, put everything upstairs. Yeah. We'll check that. Did I put it here? No, this is all my leather stuff is, which... Go ahead and put these in. Yeah, no, I need to move this stuff to the other room for where we're doing all of our tailoring work. I'm gonna leave that leather jacket because it's in perfect condition, so we'll use that in the winter time. I'm so mad. Okay. It's gonna be okay. Yes, I put it in here. I have no extra bandages? Look, man. Really don't. Wow. I thought I had an entire, like, medical setup, but I clearly don't. Got a lot of stuff, but not a lot of medical stuff. Very interesting. All right. Check everything first before I make that statement, but it looks bad. We'll go ahead and remove this bandage. Apply our poultice. And we'll disinfect. Could use rip sheets. Oh wait, don't put that back on, dude. Can you unbandage that? Anyway, oh, after you use the bandage, it takes one of my poultices and the bandage. Hold on, where'd the bandage go? Game. If you use a dirty bandage and take off a dirty bandage, it goes away. I learned something else today. Lost an entire bandage. Oh, okay. All right. I'm not gonna be mad. I'm just gonna say okay and move on and not focus on that. Where's my stuff? I know I have stuff. Oh, I can't hear anything. Bro. I'm roughing it. Seriously. I need to make some stuff. Okay. Let us... Why can't I clean my bandage? I don't have enough water. There, it's gotta be that. I don't have enough water. This is actually the type of thing that gets you killed. So I have not been managing my medical supplies back efficiently. I used all my rags before, and that's a problem. Why? The only bandage that I can clean from it is the leather? That doesn't make sense. Yeah, it's just like that's the one. Game. Let me drop those real quick. Got racks. We come over here. Can I clean a bandage? Thank God. Thank God. Now we apply the bandage. There we go. Goodness. Okay. We need to do better about that. So if that's true, let me back up real quick. If I go into tailoring, could I make bandages? No. Could I make... Right, nope. Yeah, I'm kind of screwed here. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I need to be better. Just be better. Turn this thing off so nothing explodes, even though pots of water should not explode. You never know in this game sometimes. Oh my goodness. And wash yourself, all clothes. And we wash all weapons. And we wash yourself. You don't have enough water in the rain, so sad. Oof, yep, at least now he has the clean one, washing himself. Yep, so as far as water is concerned, I just the running back and forth to the well, lake over there, pond to get water. Well, live and you learn. You live and you learn. But our shirt is probably battered and has a hole in it. By the way, this is a brand new shirt. Yeah, super hole in it. Okay. I can research my shirt. Sewed shirt. I didn't know that. I can research my long johns because of the tailoring skill unlocks being able to research it. So long john bottoms. Can I research anything else? Can research the belt. So belt. What else are we going to research? That's it. That's it. Then we go into tailoring. The belt. You can just sew. Oh my god. Look at that recipe. You need a needle and ice pick. The ice pick to puncture holes into your leather strips. Then you need a buckle. You need thread. Yeah, I'm not making no belts, but I could. So. And then it said long johns. Long johns are level 3, so you can get bottoms, or you can get the full long johns. Why would I do bottoms versus the full long johns? Full long johns cover the entire body. I don't have the recipe for it. Interesting. So you don't learn the recipe to sew long johns naturally. Didn't know that either. Okay. BB, by the way, A is like the equivalent of Heya in the for Puerto Ricans. It can be used both with good and bad things. Good knowledge. I've learned something. Hopefully then what was used for me was in a good way. Okay. Eating real quick. We're just stuffing our face with the acorns because I can't really use those in a recipe right now. And I'm thinking about the next thing to do. I already said that I wanted to test my theory on this plaster situation, and it's annoying, but I think that's the only thing we can do. So, all right. But forearm should heal fairly quickly for what we just did, and I can patch my shirt later. So let's get started. I need planks. Lots of them, by the way. So we got planks. You know what? I need to put stuff away too. I'm just getting it all together in my head, guys. Sorry. Let's stick that in here. I don't need to do it right now. Good. Jar of bell peppers. Yep, I have some in the refrigerator. By the way, using the jar setup in the new version of Project Zomboid is useless. Do not do that. You're gonna lose more than you gain The only real good reason to jar in game is if essentially you have no means of power. Then it can become a means of food preservation, but to tie power along with jarring, it's not actually the best way to go. So it is better for you to essentially, do everything else. So, okay, build wall. So wall, you start with the frame. And after frame, then where's the rest of the wall section? I need more nails. Okay. Got the wood planks that I need. I just need to get some nails. Do I jar in real life? Yes. I definitely do a lot of jarring in real life. And I have a variety of jars in my refrigerator for different things. Everything from pickling jalapenos. I have lettuce that's jarred because that's actually a lot of fun. I have strawberries that are jarred. We recently did pine cones, but we're making a pine cone syrup, which was something that has been very interesting for us to do. We have like 4 different stages of it in the refrigerator at the moment. I do a lot of jarring, Makes me miss avocado from Puerto Rico. Cool. That sounds tasty. Yeah. Got my daughter like into a particular YouTuber who does like everything trees, and I'm a big tree nerd myself anyway. And he had a video on, various different types of acorns being turned into syrups, so long as you get the young acorns that are still green and have sap on them and whatnot. So we collected some, put them in a jar, sugar and all, release some of the yeast every now and so often. Probably every 2 days is what we've gotten into the habit of doing. We just have various different stages in the refrigerator right now. Wall. Build. That is not wall. Build. That's cute to hear. Yeah. Have I tried pickled radishes? I have. Not truly my thing. Like, I like daikon radishes, right? And various different pickling happens in Korea pretty often, so I've been exposed to it in various different formats. I'm going to say that I'm not a fan of most pickling. I'm saying pickling and uniting the idea of fermenting. I know they're not the exact same, but yeah, it's kind of an acquired taste. Not everything should be pickled, and radishes are one of those things I don't like pickling. There you go. Grab another nail here. And I've got trowel. Then grab the plaster. Watch it say I can do. Need both, but you look at that. So I was right. You got to wood the wall first in order to do this, and then I can plaster the wall, and you get white wall. So now I want to test something else. If I don't think I need a frame. Can I take the wood planks that I have and just apply a wall? I like the texture and a couple of little red radishes, pickling dills. Pickling red radishes with dill. That slice, not whole. Yeah, that might be interesting. Does it cut the bite of the radish? I'm curious. Huh. Big time. All right. In that case, I might try it. Can I do this? Nope. Look at that. So you couldn't put a wall in an existing building. Crap. So do I have to do a whole frame? Yeah, I couldn't do that either. I would have to sledgehammer the wall, frame it, and then put down. I mean, am I really that invested? It's a project. Okay. All right. You test that out. Put it in Discord. Oh, she's already in the group. Okay. I'm telling you now, I might. You might need to give me until the weekend to actually get some radishes. I don't have any in the house at the moment, but I'm into it. Yeah, I will try it. Well, you're saying the weekend, so how long would you pickle them for the radishes? Radishes have a fair amount of liquid in them already. Yeah, that might take a little bit of time. What do you think? A solid week? 10 picks next time I make it, yeah. Like, I'm just trying to think of turnaround time. So how long should it rest? No, this in person, yes, you'll do the walls. I'm not doing it right now. It's not doing it right now, but there will be a point where it's like, all right, wall time. So that messes up my plans. Well, let me back up. I originally wanted to like get rid of this crappy wallpaper, and now that I know in game, in order for you to get rid of wallpaper, you basically have to break down the entire wall to be able to turn it around. That's rough. I don't know how I really feel about that, but this is what it is now. Actually, let me fix the fridge right now. Cool. Okay, well, you guys already know that we have a bunch of stuff outside in the car, so we will unload the vehicle. I want to get rid of these seeds from in here. I've been putting in a bunch of like gardening seeds, and I don't want to do that anymore. So if it's not an herb, it won't be here, because herbs are going to be the only thing I plant in the future. Yeah. Look at that, the crushing weight of a bunch of seeds is sitting on top of me, which is wild. Seeds crushing my soul. That's how many seeds we have, man. Yeah, that's how many seeds we have. These can be heavy, I mean, at this point. Okay, so basil. Well, let's do it this way real quick. Hang on. Let's pull up the list. Discovery. This is who I am. So basil. Basil's good for April, May, and June. May is almost over, so we won't keep basil in here. Basil's gonna go. We already know bell peppers is a no. That is a medical herb, not taking it. Broccoli seeds, not taking it. Good. Carrots, no. Cauliflower, no. Chamomile, I will keep. Chives, I'll keep. Cilantro, I'll keep. Comfy, no. Common, no. Get rid of. I don't keep the packages. I feel like I can do something with that. Garlic. I don't think garlic is a good keep. Lavender will keep. Leek, we will never plant again. Lemongrass, keep. Lettuce goes. Marigold, no. Mint, yes. Onion seeds, no. Oregano, keep. Parsley, keep. Potato seeds, go. Radish seeds, despite the conversation, goes. Sage, spinach, keep. I'm interested in keeping spinach if they have a good growing season. What do you think? LP, QRS, spinach. Ooh, March, April, May, June, July, and August. Best months are April and July, which is interesting. Interesting. But the only poor month is August. Growth time is 60 days for spinach. That's a long time. Sorry. No. Strawberries, no. Sugar beets, no. Is this full? Delete all. Yes. Sugar beets, go. Sweet potato, go. Tobacco. I'll keep it just for fun. Could be a new way for us to do things. There is a difference between garlic and wild garlic. Okay. Zucchini, no. Seeds, clear. Look at that. Alright, so that's nice. Now where should we store seeds? I want to put together a box for seeds back here. Yep, this is where it's gonna go. Do I have a box? Oh, I know what I would do. Sorry. lift it. Don't break. And we place item where? Over here. Yes. You can make the whole area a garden store and seeds where the yep. So that's exactly what we're doing basically. So seeds go in here. What? Where did I just put them? Oh no. Didn't put them. I did put them here. Okay, sweet. It's just hard to see because of the bags there. I was like, did I put it in one of these bags? Anyway, alright, cool. I need water. Yeah, sorry, dude. Anything else in here that's gone stale? Mushrooms, stale, peach, stale. And we close the door. Alright, so I do apologize because I did get, you know, a little turned around with all of my planning, but things happen, and if they don't happen in Project Zomboid, you're not actually playing, right? So I think I have a bottle of water here that I can just drink straight up. Nope, that's vinegar. Hilarious. Fine. Pull you out. Blink. Pull you out. Drink. Nope, we didn't drink it. Okay. Then we transfer liquids. You are gonna grab, let's grab the one that's basically empty first. Transfer liquids in there. Push you over real quick. Nothing else. Sweet. And liquids. Good. Haven't said hi to the pets. No, we have not. No, we have not. Pop these in here. We'll deal with that in a little bit. Still need to clean up like my stuff. Get rid of that stuff. My character is heavy right now, and I'm not entirely sure why. Oh, I'm just carrying around this bucket of plaster. Okay. You know what? This will go upstairs in the room. I'm sitting here like, why do I have so much weight? Let me not forget. We have this room under construction. Alright, that feels better. Put the nails away, and then mason trowel can go away. Goodness gracious. Y'all really don't understand how disappointed I am in this situation. I almost threw my life away for this matrix trowel so that way we can design this room the way we wanted to. To find out that we can't design the room the way we want to hurts. It just hurts. Okay, so let's go ahead and not complain too much. We'll finish emptying the vehicle just now, and then we will turn around back into the house. What do we go with first? Let's start with the books. Yeah, we'll work our way from upstairs downstairs. So, skill books come out. If there is a duplicate, it will go into the fire. Take those out. Did grab these seed packs so they can go in the back. Then we'll grab the we'll grab the tailoring stuff next. Grab the nails and the bricks. Grab the clay. Is there anything else in here? Grab the limestone. But anything that can go into the garage will go into the garage now. And the plank tool. A bit of wire. There you go. Now I'm using my phone data. My internet's being funky today, both on phone and laptop. Interesting. Maybe you got someone near you who is streaming and just taking up the bandwidth space on you. Streaming takes up so much data on your network. And if it's all wireless, that's even worse. Alright, so hatchet goes in here. Drop the clay on the floor. You should clip the scare you got earlier. I almost thought you were gonna die. I plan to. It's going to be a YouTube clip for sure. Alright. Talk about, you know, almost lose a 6-month character over a trial. That's the type of thing that makes you lose your mind. So don't think my neighbors will stream. I mean, yeah, I've heard. You never know. You never know. It's all shapes and sizes, right? No matter what you got going on, you can stream. Somebody's gonna watch you and have a conversation with you. And then whatever you're experiencing in life, you're definitely not the only one. Alright. Let's head upstairs. Get rid of the books now. So what I wanted to do with this library design was to put like standard reading material, books, in here, right? And then I was going to put paperbacks in these other ones because I feel like I've seen more paperbacks than hardbacks, which apparently they're a thing. Now, note paperbacks encumbrance is 0.5. Regular books are 1. That's the reason why the game does that. They have different weight differences. So if your character is an avid reader, because again, role playing is the thing, yeah, you got to be able to know which one you're going to grab. You can carry paperbacks better than you can carry hard books. I think they give relatively the same entertainment, boredom, and stress relief, but still. It does make sense. It is a legit way to do the realism. Some people may not like it, but it's nice. It feels good. All right, so I think I've officially filled this. Yes, look at that. So now let's get alphabetical. If, oh no, if I get alphabetical, I should take the A's down to maybe the F's out of here. Yeah. Yeah, organize that stuff. I'm sorry, by the way, if this is not your jam, let me know. I could, you know, move on to the next thing, but I'm very weird sometimes in the games I play. I get that. Alright, so let's put A through F here and just see how I feel about that in terms of what it looks like. The paperback needs to come out of here. Oh no. Well, maybe I put, you know, my stress relief books in here, paperback and hardback all together for now. I love it. Word. Okay, reloading goes in here. Do I have any duplicates? Does anybody see any duplicates? There is one. Metalworking. Okay. So metalworking book comes out of here. Pottery book 2 can be read. It can. It would be for level 4. And I have lots of more bricks and masonry work to do. I can work on the pottery skill, so that's good to know, guys. Okay. Mechanics level book is read already, but I haven't been working on the skill, so nothing to do there. Masonry. Where is masonry in terms of skill? 1, 2, 3. Do I have 4? I do have 4. I can read the masonry book at some point. And napping? Yeah, I can read the napping book and the mason's book. Okay, so I have books to read functionally, which is good to know. Want to get those organizing games on Steam, but can't justify it. What's about to check? Look, man, don't be like that, because y'all could have me up here doing organizing games at some point, and that will mess with me, because if I do it on stream, then I'm going to feel like doing it in real life as well. So it's going to be weird for me to come off of here and be like, hey, I was organizing stuff for here, and let me now organize my entire basement. Like, that's a thing. All right, let me eat. I've been pushing this dude because we've been organizing. Dominic, what was it? Continue to learn skills. Of course. We will probably max all the skills at some point. Like, just to be fair, right? Cabbage rubbed with avocado and lettuce. That's two different textures on you right then. Add what I have here, leek, and then maybe. Like, I would like the potato because it's a starch, but it would be weird here. The onion would not be weird here. Yeah. And then you add that one. Ooh, actually, this I would legitimately use rosehip with. Because that oil and rosehip would react to each other for a little bit, so just let it sit after a minute. Add some salt and pepper. Not gonna add the salt, we'll add the pepper. That would be solid. That's a good salad. Depends on the lettuce, actually. I said lettuce, not the lettuce. The cabbage. So like, you want an American style cabbage. You don't want, you know, a Korean cabbage, for example. They are different. Korean, Chinese cabbage. I'm saying that because I can't remember if it's the Korean one or the Chinese one. But it's the one that you would do the cabbage wraps. They have a lot of liquid in them. I think that's the only way I can say that. They have a lot of liquid in them. Came out here to get these other books real quick. I pulled these out because they're duplicates, right? Double check that before I put them in the fire. Here we go. Gotta use hard cabbage, right? Yep, not the softer ones. Exactly, that's all I'm trying to say. Absolutely. The harder cabbages are better, especially from a salad perspective. But not everybody likes that crunch either with cabbage, and I acknowledge that too. So there is a level of, you know, what do you like in your mouth, which is a weird thing to say, but mouthfeel is a thing. Mouthfeel is a thing. Okay, we're good. So we're good there. Pop it here real quick. Leather coat. Put our denim away. And put the leather gloves in here. Indeed, when I used to eat sushi, I would love the mouthfeel. Yep. Because sushi is actually one of those things that mouthfeel is something that's accounted for. So you have multiple textures in sushi to give a good experience, even though you're not actually eating a lot, you know. Alright, bricks. I'm full. That's why I didn't pick these away before. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'm full of a lot of stuff. I need to start just kind of working to clear out the garage. Or, actually, no, I just need a better storage system. The garage is not cutting it for its standard setup. Okay, before I forget, let me put the duplicates over here. Duplicates get set for burning whenever we need to. I really eat sushi now because it became vegan. Hey, there's vegan sushi. Well, vegan friendly sushi. Talking about what avocado with tofu, for example, or cucumbers and carrots. There are a lot of different, you know, places that, and they're gonna list them as vegetarian because nobody outside of the Western culture say vegan, but still, a lot of vegetarian dishes outside of the United States are vegan. Okay, so where do I put the dragon seed? Where do I put the bonsai? Let's grab the bonsai first. I can grab all of these. I'm sorry. And the petunia plant. Plants. Good to go? Good to go. Great. I sit here and decorate. I've got my indoor plants with us. We can place, rotate. Oh, you go there. I'm gonna do it. But now I want to take you out. Pick up. Good. Then we place, rotate. There you go. Then we place. I don't know how I feel about that. Can you can't rotate the bonsai tree? Interesting. Still gonna put in this room because this is the place for it. It's like my green room. It's turning into a thing. Yes. Okay, so petunias will go upstairs. I like the idea of putting the petunias in here just to give a bit of color pop. I'm now mad. I can't put them in the corner that I wanted to. I'd have to put them in this corner next to the bag. Huh. Okay. Okay. No, I'll live with it. Next up, we place you here. And now you just have color pops all over the place. A little bit of green in every space that we currently live in, with the exception of the kitchen. I want to destroy my stone mill so that way I can put it somewhere else. Oh, because it doesn't belong inside. Oh, there was a convenience factor for putting it here, and originally I thought maybe I'd be able to pick it up, but you can't pick this up, so that sucks. Nature brings balance to places. It does. It does. And next thought, as we are doing things, let me pick you up if possible and get you downstairs. Perfect. And that takes out some of the clutter in that room, and then it goes out here for our gardening space. And now I actually have a workspace rather than just a table that handles a lot of different storage for us. And we just go to the top, grab the sacks off the ground visually, and put them in here. There you go. Wooden trowel that is broken. It's just firewood. I'll leave that there for now, though. Look at it. Oh, it's starting to feel really good. What is this on the floor? Just a noodle. We're not going to work on the garage space just yet. So I want us, we're going to go into town in the morning. So we can get up in the morning, go into town. We're going to get what? The kitchen set. So hold it up. Yay. We are heading here. And there's a kitchen set right here. So we'll get the metal setup, put them in here. Where is my sink? I don't actually see it. The game is just not rendering the sink. I think there's just too much stuff on the floor here. Okay, it's there though. I was about to be like, where'd my sink go? And that's wild. Okay, all right, that's fine. I think we've cleared out as much as we needed to make me feel good about what we've done so far. How is my bandage? It looks good. I've worked him really hard, so that's how we're to destroy the thing. No, didn't destroy nothing. And back to the trusty room. It does feel good, I ain't gonna lie. Super organized. And the sunflowers, they get big. The models out here do get big. I do like that. 2 o'clock, sleeping. This thing is just aesthetics. So there is a thing about that, but I haven't said what I plan on doing with that. And the reason for it is because the sink is, if this is stairs, around the stairs, this is here. The sink is about right here. So I moved that chair. Actually, it's literally right here. Yeah. So this section here, if I put water barrels and then plummet, then my sink would be functional. I would need to spend a day every now and so often coming in here and literally just pouring a bunch of water. So that's one way I can do it. The other thing I can do is craft a set of stairs. So if I bring up the stairs, make them look pretty. And craft a set of stairs here, basically getting onto the roof. I can knock out this side as well, and then bring water all the way down, also making the sink functional. So I was considering doing that. But yeah, I could do the upstairs bathroom, sure. Probably this one, if we're honest about it, but let's find out. Don't like the beard, fair enough. We always shave when the beard comes in, so let's get that done. We're also probably losing weight at the moment because we've been super focused on getting organized. And again, it's always nice to take some time to do those things. So, what are we going to eat? Let's grab some. Oh, I forgot about the water pots. All right, let's go get some fresh water. Well, not so fresh water, but we'll boil it and make it fresh. As fresh as it can be. But beggars can't be choosers, right? So, do this. Then we fill our pot. Gonna fill the other one too. There you go. All 5 of them nice and full. So the way that you would do this, let's say if we use the method I was talking about before, is once you've got your barrels set up and your sink plumbed, you could just get a bunch of water buckets and run them upstairs. So instead of the water pots like this, you do buckets to reduce how many of these little ones that you have to transfer. And it can be just wooden buckets, right? So that's essentially the plan here. But water is now set. What did I just do? Did I just move a water bucket in here? No. No. So what did I do? I didn't move anything. I thought I did. It didn't happen. Then we just transfer liquids to our water canteen. Yep. Okay. Do that. All right. Thought number 2 is let's eat something substantial to this morning. What would it be? What would it be? Let's go with a stew. We'll use the kidney. Ooh, I don't know. Let's do black beans. Let's do black beans. We'll make like a chili. So we do black beans with another set of beans, and it's the kidney beans I want. I need a red bean, so kidney beans would work. After that, we would add crackers. That would offer some thickening for us. Then let's grab the tomato paste. And tomato paste is considered a seasoning, so it doesn't take up one of the slots, which I expected. I'm gonna do basil, J. And then if we pop over here, we should be able to top it off. We'll add mushrooms. Onions. No, I wouldn't do that. Potatoes I could do. I could do potatoes instead of a stew. I would prefer a sweet potato in this setup. And based on what I have here, probably sage. Yeah. Alright, so we'll get it heavier with the potato again. And that's it. Oh wait, there's one more thing. Oil! 2,000 calories, look at that. It is so heavy. It is 5 encumbrance. It is so heavy, I gotta take out one of the pots of water, which is hilarious. So we'll stick you there. and then stick you inside. And being a Project Zomboid cook is no simple thing. You have to know your stuff. All right, eat. Just drink it straight from the pot. Don't worry about your gullet. Just get those calories down. Oh yeah, nice and full, nice and hearty. No longer losing weight. Perfect. And for the drive in the town, do I not have any chips? I just got tortilla chips. All right, I'll take the tortilla chips. And then I've got some canned goods in here, not as much as I'd like, but all right, let's get going. I just had a thought. Maybe I can do this in one trip, but this is half full right now. And it's the paint. Oh, if I take out the paint, I could do this. Where does paint go? Four, five. Paint bucket down. I mean, I should put them on the floor because they don't have any lids, but you know, what can you do? I'm carrying a whole pot, which I should not do. Those numbers and go from here. Okay, let's get on with the run. Sharpen our blade real quick. I can't do while walking, my bad. Oh, the sharpness on this meat cleaver is completely shot. Okay, let's you know what? I just said that I would do this and we clear out the thing, so let me do it. Make sure to get gas on the way back as well, so let me not mess it up. That's how much you like the food word. One of these. Low. Attach trailer. There you go. Like I said, let's not forget to get gas on the way back. We're on a quarter of a tank. Actually, we might need to get it going there. Oh no, I have other things here. I forgot. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. There you are. Can you fix the sharpness? Yes, that's exactly what I was doing actually. So we made it to a higher level of sharpness, which is about a fourth of the way, but this meat caliber is going, which is not a big deal. It was gonna happen. So we've got some axes in the back, if I recall seeing them. Yep, so we got 3 there and 1 on my back. We're okay. So yeah, let's go straight, get the stuff while we have daylight. You never know what we're gonna have to deal with. Then we'll come back all the way back home. We'll grab gas, then we're done. I say we're done. Then we have to hook everything together. Oh my god. I thought I cleared that. That's the type of thing that destroys my vehicle. Stay out the way, zombie. So from here, the question is, do I turn here right now or not? I think I do. I don't know if I need the, you know, citrus wave truck for too much longer, but it'd be nice to still have a vehicle. There is a crawling zombie over there. Like I should have stopped to just put it out of its misery. Okay, so this is the hardware store, which means the spot I'm looking for is next. Yep, it's right there. All right. And we turn in here. How far back can I get in there? Oh, I can make it all the way in there. Okay. You just pull in a manner that allows us to get out of here with ease. Make it super tough turn. And we stick it about there. Yeah. Always do gas during the day in real life. I prefer to do so at night, but you know, I can understand why different reasons or different people, right? Depending on what's going on, etc. All of these can be broken too. I didn't think of that. Come on, man. Wait, okay. That's one. How heavy are they? Pretty heavy. How many do I need? Let me grab all of them, actually. So if I can get 6, that's perfect. Yeah, if I can get 6 containers, then I'll be golden. Industrial fridges might be fun to pick up too, but they're 40. Oh, I just broke one. No. I don't think there's 6 available now. That sucks. Large industrial sink. Oh. Come on, man. Just give me 2 more. I would prefer not to have to try to do these in, like, the restaurants. I prefer night, mostly because of foot traffic. I like the limited foot traffic when I'm getting gas. And because for whatever reason, winos have a tendency to like mess with me. It's like, bro, I'm just trying to get gas. I'm not giving you nothing. Move on. Like, not that I don't want to be nice. I like talking to people. I'm a talker. But for whatever reason, maybe my face says, yes, come. I'm a sucker. No. No, I'm not. All right, so we got 3. I don't know how I feel about what I said earlier. I want 6. It's possible for me to get it. So the last time that we committed to a process, it didn't work out. This time I'm like, yeah, I don't have to. Okay, wait. Can you pick that up from here? Sure can. Look at that. Good. Perfect. Look at that. Maybe I have a welcoming face. Weird. I think that's supposed to be a good thing. Okay, so we're getting cabinets or counters for now. We do want 2 more, but more interesting as I keep thinking, which I need to stop doing. Ooh, wait. I can just go into the Spiffos. The Spiffos would have the industrial design stuff. Hello? Is anybody here? Just ketchup and rotten burgers all over the place. Yes. See a couple. I don't like what I'm seeing right now. That's a lot. Okay, let me pull the vehicle around to the back. Yeah, if we pull the vehicle around to the back. Come on, turn over. There you go. There you go. Just follow instructions. Everything will be okay. Good? Good. prepared to fight. I don't have the door open. There, that's fine. It's not a big deal. We can just jump through the drive-through window here. And I don't know what they were doing on this side, but yeah, that's what it is. Ground beef that is rotten. Muffin trays. There is a corner spot here. Can I pick you up? I wonder. Man, pick you up. Oh, he did it. He did it. There's a microwave there. We were talking about microwaves earlier. I'm not going to grab it because I'm never going to use it. But, cheers. You in there. One more. That's resting. You had cultivated a resting bee face in order to what? Avoid random people talking to me all the time. So I don't like that. That's just not my style. But I hear you. I understand. So. Come on. Come on. Oh, we got it. All right, cool. So we're set. We're ready to go. No, we're not. I want tiles now. Because this is for the kitchen. Y'all have to understand. Like, I'm about to make the kitchen a proper kitchen. So now I want tiles. Can I just pick this up? I need a crowbar. Oh no. I have a crowbar at the house. That sucks. Okay, wait. Maybe we don't. Sims mode. Look, man. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Alright. Let's go. But the tiling would look better, wouldn't it? Are you doing wrong? Like, we're putting an industrial kitchen into this, you know, small house. So maybe that doesn't make all that much sense, but I think it will look better than the counter spaces that we currently have. And now I need new overheads for the kitchen, now that I think about it. Which could, oh, look, man, how far did you crawl? That was the crawler that we saw before. Okay. I'm going to still do what I'm doing. Jesus. Tell you, man, I do not want to hit anything. Do not destroy this vehicle. I need it just a little bit longer. Hold on. Just a little bit longer. And we'll come around here. It was definitely determined, but that's the type of thing we talked about before. You don't die in Project Zomboid to massive horde. You die, you know, slipping, doing ridiculousness. Wait, yeah. I know the game doesn't care, but I care to leave my ignition on before filling up the gas. Turn on. Check. It's plenty of gas, okay. And we do one of these. Fill it up. Turn you off. Good to go. All right. Yes, in real life, it definitely makes a difference to turn off the vehicle while pumping. I don't think I ate, so eat the chips. I know we had our chili earlier, which was good on calories. But, you know, The more I think about it, the more I'm like, I'm being too strict on myself with this whole, oh geez, don't die on me out here. Let me get back to the house at least. Anyway, I'm gonna be too strict on this whole, you know, build my space idea because it doesn't have to be the Sims, but I'm doing lots of stuff. Like I want to clean up all this vegetation around the perimeter of the house too. You know, there's a list of things I want to have happen. And it's about finding the time to do little things. All right, we're home. I mean, yes, there's an element of fun. I'm having fun, don't get me wrong. And other people, from a viewer perspective, might enjoy it or not. But I also acknowledge that there are plenty of other things, and I say there are other things to do. In Project Zomboid, you know, every day is surviving. So how you survive is just going to come down to what makes you happy doing the things that you're doing. So that's fair. All right. And now that I look at it, I don't mind it with the wood floor. Now that I look at it, I wish it went all the way down or maybe a little bit more so that clearing didn't seem so big, but it doesn't, it's not terrible. I probably can get used to it. So the center one. Grab all this, put you here. And no, I just stuck the frogs inside of here. All right, place. I know it's not sanitary, but it is what it is. And place item again. Whatever you need, I got you. Oh man, I forgot I had the ladybug over here. Can you see that? Yeah, there you go. Anything else that I had other than the balls? Yeah, place all. All right, that's too many. Let me take one of those back. Sorry. Oh, I like that it highlights the one that you're grabbing. I didn't know that. Okay. Cheers. Next. Okay, so we'll drop this stuff onto the ground. No. Can I be farther enough away so I'm not grabbing the frogs again? And drop you guys. There you go. Oh, would frogs eat a ladybug? I think so. So, the ladybug is just sitting there waiting to die for sure. So I got that corner piece, and now I feel like I didn't need to because it's gonna look odd due to the doorway. Huh. Or maybe I'm thinking about it the wrong way. This can come out of here. I had talked about making this, you know, more of a storage room, but maybe not. Anyway, this still needs to come out one way or another. So we pick you up. That's sad to think. I mean, you know, it's part of the circle of life, right? The circle of life. Anyway, let me... I don't know how I feel about using the corner piece versus... You know what? We're going to do the corner piece. My brain is telling me use the corner piece. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's just trust my instincts on how it's going to come together. So... Good. It doesn't look bad. No. Okay. Hang on, let me make sure I'm far enough away. Do that business. Take you guys here. Did I mess up? I messed up. That's not right. Sorry. Pick up the stuff again. There. That should do it. Yes. Just got those in my bed. And beans. Compass. Ah. Good night. All right. Cheers. See you next time. Look out for Discord. So how do I need a wrench or a pipe wrench, which I have. Do I just need to pull it out of here and put it in my inventory? And we place. Oh, it works. Okay. Done. Although it looks a little odd, but it's there. Cool. And then I just realized I shouldn't have put the frog and stuff here because I'm going to replace that. So, okay. And last one to go onto the ground. Here, look, a flower has a massive like icon. Interesting. Which thing am I grabbing? Okay. Good. It didn't break. Okay. Well, then where should this counter go? Probably in here. Yeah, start upgrading what I have in here. We can disassemble the poorly crafted one because that was when I had poor crafting skills. There you go. And put that together in there. Perfect. And one more steel counter to go. Out. And it's like I said, am I effectively playing The Sims? Yes. Don't you dare. We're which I feel like I've done this, you know, or something similar in virtually every one of my series. Like at some point we end up base building, and that's just part of Project Zomboid. You know? There you go. Stick all this away. He's tired. Yeah, all this manual labor that we're doing. That's fair. But getting there. Other things I want to do. Can I pick up the bathroom rug? And can I pick you up? And then tab and place. Wait, they can't rotate. Way. Oh, that's interesting. I thought they'd be able to rotate, but because they can't, I now want to put these somewhere else. Place. Placed. There you go. Okay, next up. So I've got another counter. I don't really have a good place to put it right now, and now I feel stupid. I should have. You know what? No, I don't. No, I don't. This works. Okay. Here you go. I should have grabbed one more counter instead of stopping. I have 3 more. Yes, I did think it through. Okay, so I'm just forgetting what I've done myself, and that's what happened here. Look at that. Ah. And we take all of this stuff out. No. Take all of this stuff out, which is kind of a random assortment of stuff, but I had originally thought of this like as my electronic spot. Yeah. Did I break it? No. Let me place like that. Oh, I hope it does it the right way. It did. Okay, sweet. And then we just pick all of this stuff up and put you in your new space. Good. Look at it. Feels good. Okay. Now I kind of wish, can I easily pick this thing up or not? It's just electrical. The green oven. I want to use the other oven now. Very interesting. I can't do that right now. I've got this other counter that I need to get rid of. And I say get rid of. Where can I place it? My workspace. Yeah. Okay. Let's do a rotate here and do that. Grab my heavy flashlights from here and place item. Here you go. We're going to disassemble the table. Thank you. And then place. No. No. I wish that was a corner now. Oh, no. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Good. Are we good? Are we good? Yes. Alright. Now then, back to the drama that is the frogs and the ladybug. It's just a question of who is going to jump first and try to eat it. Did you like this if you play with Dollhouse and your friends with your kids? No. Did you get like this if you play with a Dollhouse with your kids? No. I tend to watch my children go through their own processes, so I try not to get too involved with whatever the skit is when they get started. So. One dandelion salad, potatoes. We need a foraging run, as I can see. I'm pretty low on food. Okay. The question is, what are we going to search for? So we already know that we wanted to make sure we stick to more high calorie items these days. Yeah, like this right here didn't do anything for us as far as hunger is concerned. So let's grab some calories with the oil and eat. Of course, we probably can get in the habit of just making more bread too, right? So, but we are here. Tonight, he's already pretty tired. We did that much work. So let's go to sleep. All right. Oh, it's a rain day. Crap. Oh, do you see it? You gotta come out of there now. Oh, it sucks. But it moved into the next category, but it's definitely a problem. Yeah, it says report tile dying. So yeah, I need to get that out of there before it potentially becomes a problem for the other ones. Anyway, just a heads up, I do believe this is our last day. Let's make it count. But yeah, so sunflowers. This one says report vegetation. It does say dying, which is important to acknowledge, and the info here isn't going to tell me anything. It's just like, you're fine. No, we know it's bad. So let's go ahead and take it out of there so it doesn't potentially become a problem for anything else. Everything else is still looking pretty good, which is nice. And what happened there? Info. Destroyed potato. What did, oh, you remember the potatoes are in bad season, so there's that. All right, good. We place our spade, and we talk about, we're not talking about anything. We need to go get food, so let's make that happen. We'll just eat this grapefruit to get started. And maybe the jar of tomatoes? No, we're good. We're good. Okay, so what are we searching for? Which things? Finding watermelon was nice, but they're just not good on calories in my opinion. Peaches are probably the best fruit in game. Vegetables are an interesting thing to search for, or crops. In the crop category, what are we gonna find? I don't specifically know. Hang on. You know what? We'll start with crops. We'll walk into the farm area. I've got so much wood around, which is hilarious. Those are done, aren't they? No, they're not. They're almost ready. Not picking up lemons, so we'll leave that. And let's get started. Broccoli, not great. Carrots, not great. Broccoli is better than carrots, though. Variety matters. Hang on. So we'll take the broccoli. Let's just take a look at what that's. See, it's bad. Cabbage is nice. Potatoes are nice. What are you? Radish, no go. Won't be grabbing a ginseng. Won't grab any dandelions right now. Because we're okay on those. What are you? Tomatoes. Tomatoes are typically a good find. Not. About to get changed already. Which to find? I don't know. Like I don't usually search the crop category, just to be fair, because most of the crops are garbage. Another tomato. But tomatoes can be good on sandwiches, right? So we'll take it. All right, no more tomatoes. Yep, we're swapping. So crop category is out. Let's go into vegetables. Turn that off. Turn this on. And get started. Now broccoli, cauliflower, more hydration if I remember correctly. 18 calories instead of 7, which is better. We got, what are you? What are you? Nope. Bugs. Bugs come out during the rain. Corn. Corn is good if I remember correctly. You just have to cook it. Yep. Much better. Cauliflower, not gonna happen again. You know what? Not true. We need to fill the refrigerator, so I apologize. Yeah, it's getting better. It's getting better. What do we got? Onions. Good on a sandwich, so we'll take it. Not to mention we can deep fry them. So corn can't deep fry. Mushrooms go on a sandwich. What is that? Poppy? Yeah, no. Zucchini. 29 calories. Much better. Pumpkins you can't find until the fall. They're locked. So there's that. Lavender is part of wild herbs calorie. My issue with wild herbs in game is you can't actually search for wild herbs without a mod. So even in build 41, you couldn't just search for them without a mod. So that flax, no flour, no We just switched to wild plants, by the way. I'll grab clay. Don't want to get a bunch of herbs. I'm gonna say that now. I'll take the dandelions, fine. Dandelions actually worked out, so better. No. I do like the raining game. It's a good feeling. Although I admit Dinkum's rain is better. Like as far as a experience goes for the character, like as you're playing, Dinkum's rain is better. Agreed, yeah. No. I'll grab the mushrooms. Stay away from the acorns for now. No. I'm currently searching in farmland, by the way, for wild plants, and that's probably contributing to my lack of enjoyment in this category at the moment. So let's walk into a forest area. Yeah. Why am I heavy? My saw can get put away. Hammer can get put away. Trowel, put away. Grab the mushrooms. Mushrooms in general are still a good grab. I just like to focus on them. Carry a wrench. Don't need to carry it. Just use it when you need it. Alright, like I said, need to get out of this farm area. That's a orange, which we'll eat directly because we did not top off on water. Grape leaves are always a good find. More opportunity to make flour. What is that? Oop, can. Flax. Now the game's giving me a lot of flax. It used to be I couldn't find flax at all. That is a potato. Potatoes are very good to get, so solid choice. What's that? It's just doubled up. Yeah, it's just doubled up. And we cross the street, and that is clay. Crossing the street brings us right into forest area, which is great. And now we should start getting, but that is now farmland. No. Forest. Please. There's a mixture of stuff right here. Okay, I see it. Strawberry, no. No. Thistle is still always good to have because it doesn't go bad. And we could just eat it while we walk. Is that mint? There you go. But you need to fix your pants. New pants. So they will always look like that until we fix them. Well, get new pants because it has a patch on it, but you can't like essentially sew them entirely together. So you're gonna see that white colored patch, which makes sense thematically for how it works in game. I guess I can switch from standard thread, I said standard thread, the rags into denim rag, but that's probably it. It's the only option I have. Still walking a farmland, which is interesting. Grape leaves are always good. And you'll see it, like if you haven't already noticed, grape leaves just come in super high calorie comparatively to other plants in game, even though they're not great in hunger. Makes you think you have a bandage. Yeah, I get that. So I did walk out a bit, but not finding good things today. which is unfortunate. I mean, don't get me wrong, part of the issue is we're foraging in the rain, so that is an impact, but it's not as bad as you think when you're a max forager. You also notice all the seeds we have. What is that? I haven't picked up a berry in the longest. We're gonna take it. Berries. No. 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 Okay. This is forest. Yes. Now I should be able to find stuff. Better stuff. Grape leaves. Just keep doubling down on the grape leaves, man. Gonna avoid the acorns, so sorry. Take the mushrooms, always good idea. Just pairs really well with the grape leaves, especially when you make a sandwich. Yes. Grape leaves again. Okay, so my bag is full. I'm gonna switch now to trash. I just want to see something. I find chives. Hilarious. More berries, carrots. Leek is a no. We'll be passing on those. Metal scraps. Metal scraps. Broken stuff. Spoon. Yeah. Foraging feels a lot better now. It looks like in game. So, with the changes. Because like when you switch to a category, you should feel like you're finding things in that category more often, and it feels that way. So, cheers. Warrior walk past my spot, so we're going to come down just diagonally, hit this, come straight down, then move back over. I know I said diagonally. Technically, in an isometric environment, you are moving diagonally. That is moving down. So, little things, but... We're good? We're good. Alright, let's go this way. Talk about directions on mobile shops. Yeah, so basically how it works in game, looking south like this isn't actually south. That is south if you're doing direction. Reason for it, if you pull up the map, you'll notice the map actually isn't flat, it's turned. So if you were trying to orient for people to say south, you're not technically telling them the right direction. So you can do this. This is south, but a lot of people don't know you can do that on the map. So when you tell somebody south, relatively, they should be thinking down like this. But yeah, it's one of those things where if you didn't already know, which a lot of people don't, believe it or not, you're not actually speaking in, let's use the term cardinal directions, but that's a relative statement. So I learned that one playing around on multiplayer servers a long time ago, where somebody was like, what is south? What are you talking about? I was like, bro, like, what's happening? Why use the map like this? Like, who uses the map like that? And you just start clicking buttons like, that's the way to do it. All right, fine. So let's be as accurate as possible. It happens. But again, from a precision perspective, they are right. In an isometric view, south is that direction because of how the map is laid. So, all right. Let's call the foraging run a success. Filled the bag, carried a bunch of greens in. Let's see how we feel walking into here and stuffing the things that we have into the refrigerator. So broccoli, cauliflower. We'll cook the corn here in a second. Dandelion leaves, lots of grape leaves. Lots of grape leaves. Mint needs to be dried, so we're gonna take, actually mint can't be dried. Lavender can't be. Notice that stress relief. You know what? I just thought of something. Smokers in game basically just get more stress because the trait doesn't actually care if you smoke or not. Anything that offers stress relief will just reduce that. It just increases the stress for you. If you were to eat lavender or harvest lavender in place of it, that can just offset the smoker trait without actually smoking. I had never thought of that until just now. Seems like that's true as well for mint. So lavender and mint might actually be good alternatives to kick your habit, you smokers out there. All right. Let me pop out here real quick. I actually didn't because I picked up a bunch of other stuff and I realize that now. So now I want to test that. Now I want to like play with the smoker trait and see how long I can go without smoking and use, the dried. You know what? If I dry lavender, does it still get the stress relief or not? Hang on. It does. Yep. So basically just find out all your stuff. Get your herbs and it will work. New way to get rid of the smoking habit. Yep. Which, number one, is unnecessary because tobacco is in game, right? So if you find a tobacco leaf, you can smoke it inside a pipe, and a single tobacco leaf makes an entire bundle, which is good, essentially as good as an entire pack of cigarettes. So lots of ways you can do it. Now then, taking a look, we'll get rid of those seeds. I'll keep the oregano seeds and the parsley seeds, those go in the back, and then everything else goes into the refrigerator. I did not dry. Does lavender really help with stress relief from your life? Yes. So both, well, it's said to, let's put it that way, right? Not everybody acknowledges it that way, which is okay. But from most animals and insects do find lavender, both smelling it and eating it, relaxing. For humans, we put it in soaps and things like that because we say the same impact happens for us, but your mileage may vary. So, yeah. How does the lavender effect actually work? I don't know. Couldn't tell you, but still. That's what they say. Yo. Is there anything else on me that is considered food? Yes, I need to cook the corn. I'm going to put the mint away. Thistle doesn't need to go in there. And I've just got a bunch of seeds. My bad. Hang on. Go in the back. Put this in here. So, ooh. Oh, these are the seeds that were for. Okay, I see what happened here. I get it now. Put the lavender in here, the mint in here. Said I keep the onion. Is that right? No. Oregano comes in here. Tomato, zucchini. Those are gonna go. Broccoli, cauliflower. Okay, so everything else here stays. And they go in here. Ah. Should I? Fetch. Ugh. Why? Why can't you do more than one at a time, dude? It's going too fast. Okay, got it. We done? Yep, okay. I don't understand why this happened this way. Flax dried doesn't that? No. I don't know what flax dried does at the moment, but I'll figure that out later. Wheat comes in here, cucumber seeds come out. All these are still in packages, so I'm leaving them alone for now. Cucumber seeds. Okay, so these other seeds are gonna go in the back here, right? Oregano, parsley. Keep my dried stuff for a second. And now we toss the rest of these. Yeah. And do this. Game. Here we go. Come on. We're bleeding. Okay, so let's do a quick inventory. Money animation, yes. Let's do a quick inventory and then start finishing up. One, because I'm tired. Two, I need to put out the trash, etc. Moving on for a little bit. So we're at 4,572 kills, 5 months, 15 days, and 10 hours. Again, I want to be clear. I believe we have broken my personal best with Raymond's save. So in build 42 under Dominic Steele, we have lived the longest that we've done in Project Zomboid. I will validate that and put the number like here, or imagine YouTube here on the screen to show the difference between Dominic and Raymond. Raymond had more kills, hands down. All right, but I mean, we had guns back then, like real guns. Today, gunplay is a little broken. That's okay. That said, Dominic has surpassed his predecessor, and we're living the dream, man. We're definitely living the dream. That said, I don't know. Where are we going from here? As you haven't already noticed, we are doing a little bit of base building. We still need to finish clearing out the rest of the town, like as in killing the zombies that are in town. I've intentionally just taken the time to relax a little bit in the last few streams. We'll get back to it. I wanted to do base building and stuff, and it's nice to kind of just get on Project Zomboid and do something other than kill zombies. That said, we do have a neighborhood past the community pool here, and then we have these neighborhoods. So this is trailer park area, smaller homes, and then you have another trailer park kind of set up back down here, and that's it. So we've cleared more than 70% of Irvington at this point. Like, that is a true statement. That said, I know there's going to be a point where we say, all right, we've cleared all of Irvington. Where do we go? We can come up here to Ekron, or we can go back to some of the original towns. This is Marchridge, so we can come up here to Rosewood or Riverside. So that is kind of where we're at. I don't know how I feel about going to Ekron. I mean, yes, it's a new town, but it's kind of the same as what Irvington has been for us. I do feel like kind of exploring back into the older places that we've been before, but I'm saying that knowing that if we go to one of the older spots, everything should be looted. So establishing a base in a town that is almost entirely looted, for example, might be a unique experience for us, and that's what I've been thinking about. That said, we're not leaving until we've cleared Irvington. I don't mind getting ourselves into a position where now leaving means leaving so much behind, right? We'll leave things like the flour, for example, stuff that is shelf stable. We're definitely not leaving until the sunflower seeds are done, so you know, be prepared for that. But yeah, it's a thought, and it's gonna be a while before we get there, but I want you to know what the plans are. But yeah, we are 15 days from 6 months. Not going to bed yet, but I am signing off. So if you've hung around this long on the videos, I appreciate you as always, and I adore the fact that you spent time with me playing Project Zomboid and dealing with my ridiculousness. I can't wait to finish the library, and yes, as PRMR and others have said it, I'm probably going to get my inner simmer to come out and knock out these walls, redo them, and plaster them like we've learned. But until then, I hope you're enjoying my madness as much as I'm enjoying myself. As usual, I appreciate you. I hope you're well. If you are still sitting here, maybe at the middle of the night, early in the day, whatever, have the greatest day that you possibly can have. Try to get some sleep if it is late. and I will see you in the next one. Sure.